What's going on, guys? KingAtLast, and this is the HP Elite X2 1012. I've been using it for about a month now, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at this business-based, lightweight, portable 2-in-1 laptop. So let's stop wasting your time and let's get into this video. So the Elite X2 is definitely made for the business professional. And before we get into this video, let's address the elephant in the room. There's a very strong resemblance of the Surface Pro series, and give or take a few small details, they're about the same size and weight to each other. The Elite X2 is made of an aviation grade aluminum that just feels super premium when you're holding it in your hands, and overall it just looks like a very slick and professional device. Taking a look at the laptop, on the left side we'll find the on and off button along with the volume buttons, as well as the optional SIM card tray if you want LTE connectivity. On the top of the device we'll find two speakers, which are just god awful, but I'll get into that a little bit later into the video. And you'll also find the two microphones on the top. On the right side you'll find the headphone jack, USB port, and also USB-C port, which is also used to power the device as well. On the back of the device we'll find a all-metal hinge that has a 150 degrees of tilt for optimum viewing angles, and might I say it's a very sturdy hinge. We'll also find the fingerprint reader that works very effectively, and also the back-facing 5-megapixel camera. Speaking of camera, there's also a 2-megapixel front-facing camera that's just good enough for Skype or conference calls. So taking a closer look at the specs of this device, it's a 12.3-inch 1920 by 1080 display. It's got a dual-core M5 processor clocked at 1.1 gigahertz, along with 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD, and this particular model comes in at $1350 US. And rocking the latest version of Windows 10 Professional, this thing is definitely built for productivity. Now, the model I was sent came with a travel keyboard attachment that's also backlit and made of all metal. I was actually very impressed with just the overall quality of the keyboard. It feels really nice and well spaced, and it's truly a fully functional keyboard meant to get work done on the go. But actually getting to the touchpad on this keyboard, I wasn't really impressed. It's a bit small and not as smooth as other touchpads among its competitors, but what I really did not like about it the most is just over extended periods of time, I just started to get a little frustrated with the lack of performance. The Elite X2 also comes with the HP Active Pen. It's a full Wacom pen and digitizer with over 2040 levels of pressure sensitivity, which is twice of the Surface Pro. It's very accurate. It also has quick launch gestures that activates OneNote, along with two other buttons that act as selecting things and erasing things. But overall, I really have been impressed with this pen. I actually get some pretty good work done when I'm using this. Taking a closer look at the display, it's made of a Gorilla Glass 4 and has a pretty nice picture density, but while using it around 50%, which is what HP recommends, the brightness was very dim. So I usually kept it around 75 to 100%, which definitely took away from the battery life. And speaking of battery life, the battery life on the Elite X2, HP said it would get about 10.5 hours, but since I ran the screen so high, I normally got around 6 to 7 hours of battery life before I needed to charge. So getting down to the main question, who is this laptop for? The HP Elite 2 is loaded with all different types of features that will go great in any IT environment due to HP's secure BIOS system, along with enterprise data protection and multi-user authentication, making it extremely versatile in a mass enterprise setting. If you're more of a media consumer, consider something else at the price range, but if you needed to get work done, this is definitely the machine for you. I was actually able to run some basic games on Steam, such as Age of Mythology, pretty well, but where this machine really shines is in its productivity, Excel, spreadsheets, multitasking, different programs, etc. Some of the things I definitely think that they can improve on is, first and foremost, is the speakers. The speakers on this machine are god awful. They're probably some of the worst speakers I've ever heard on any laptop just in general. I have speakers on $200 smartphones that sound better. The display is a little wishy-washy for my taste, but it's not horrible. There is much room for improvement as far as increasing the pixels in this display. The touchpad is very inaccurate. I had a pretty difficult time for using the touchpad for extended periods of time, but I just end up using a mouse to to get a little bit more productivity out of it. Now, briefly talking about the cameras, I really wouldn't get this machine specifically for the camera. The 5 megapixel camera on the back is okay. It's about as effective as just getting quick snaps of maybe documents or things just on the go that your smartphone may or may not be able to get. And the front-facing camera is mainly built for conferencing calls, Skype calls, etc. So if you narrow your mind down to that and you think of the camera on those terms, you can maybe get away with how bad they are. They could have probably picked a better place to hold the pen because it's just kind of a miscellaneous random accessory. There's no real place for you to attach this other than just when the laptop is closed. But overall, as far as productivity and the target market that this device is for, I think this is an awesome machine. Leave a comment down below, let me know you guys' thoughts. So that's gonna wrap up my review, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys go ham on that like button. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.